what's up? It's your boy Brenden Ortiz here, chef and author of Soulful Plates and your guide to a flavor on a budget. And guess what? I'm here with lives again, and I'm definitely going to be going live on YouTube and Instagram to give you guys these promos for a short 3-week series of Soulful Plates, the quick cuts. You ready? Now let's get to chopping. So you guys want to take some garlic and we want to chop it up. Get it nice and fine. I'm going to put some fresh garlic. I'm going to put about 2 cloves of fresh garlic. I'm not going to put too much, only because we are using a mayonnaise that has a base of garlic and herbs, right? But we want to get this roughly chopped because we're going to put it in a mixer, and you know, that's gonna do its thing. But we're gonna chop that up, and this is only 1 clove, so we're gonna do another clove. And you see I have lots of fresh products. So I remember as a kid, my mom would always go to the supermarket, right? And let me tell you guys, I am telling you this, that we used to go food shopping on food stamps. Do you guys remember food stamps? The book, the paper, yeah, we used to have that. And you want to smash it like that because it makes the chopping so much easier. I normally have a garbage bowl, so we're just going to put it on the side for now. But I normally have a garbage bowl. And so she used to take us, anywho, to the supermarket, right? And while we used to be at the supermarket, it was so much fun. I used to always go and I would love fruits. Today I actually went to the supermarket, and I normally get fruits, not as an adult, but when I was a kid. And she'd be like, Brenden, listen here, you're only getting fruits or 1 Lunchable, and that is it. But yeah, so she would get like all these fresh fruits and vegetables, and I learned the difference in like what a garlic is and what a ginger is through these trips to the supermarket. And we would go monthly because obviously we only got food stamps on a monthly basis. So we would go monthly, and then I learned the difference between the cilantro, because it smells so good. It smells very earthy. And I learned the difference between parsley. So I'm gonna take this 2 cloves of garlic. We're gonna put it in there. We also are going to utilize some jalapenos. Next, right, is a jalapeno. I like to cut the ends off. Be careful. After cutting this, please wash your hands. If you want to, you can definitely take the seeds out. I don't want to touch it because I don't like touching jalapenos. So last time I touched a jalapeno, it went in my eye. No funny stuff. No funny stuff. So you want to do the same thing. You want to just chop up it. And depending on how hot you want this sauce, that's how much jalapeno you're putting in it. I'm going to put 1/2 of a jalapeno in there, roughly chopped. Remember, we're going to blend this, so everything can be roughly chopped. So that's a roughly chopped jalapeno. I'm going to put that right there so you guys can see where I'm putting it in the bowl. Right? We're going to zest some lime. And we're zesting 1 lime, so we're going to zest the whole lime, and we're going to squeeze the whole lime. Right? All of this is going into it. Want to make sure we get it all. And you just want the green part. You don't want the yellow, the white, or the yellow. So you just want to scrape it all. This is for the aioli sauce. Just want to make sure you're getting all the goodness of this. You know, just all of the goodness of this. Okay, there we go. We got one of these. We're going to put this lime juice in there. Put the lime juice right in there, you see? Right? So lime juice is in there. We're gonna put some paprika in there. We're gonna put some onion powder in there. Some black pepper. Now the salt. Right? And we need 3/4 of that. That's it. And because I love garlic, I wanted to try this new garlic paste. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the garlic paste in there. So guys, you missed me chopping up the fresh parsley. and putting all of this, the top part of the branch inside of here. Going to add, thought I was going to add some graza. But graza said, nope, you have to open me. So let me open her. And in this bowl, we have the mayonnaise, we have the onion, we have the garlic. We have the garlic, we have the jalapeno, we have the cilantro, we have the lime. I'm gonna add some olive oil in there. And I'm gonna take my hand blender. Alright guys, don't mind my pot. So we got the olive oil in there. We're gonna go into our onions and our garlic. That is a fourth of a yellow onion. Okay, and we have all these seasonings that we may not use. We'll see. Yes, we wanna see this get all nice and sweated out. My pot looks like I cook, so don't mind it. While that's doing that, I'm gonna grab the garlic, freshly chopped. We will never use any garlic here. We will always use garlic. So now we got the meat in the pan. You see the onions and stuff, all of that is there. So what I'm going to do is start adding my seasonings, guys. So as you guys see, we have the garlic powder. We're gonna go ahead and put some adobo seasoning in there. Woo, we're getting smoky in here. We're getting smoky, so we're gonna bring it this way. I'm gonna put some black powder, a little bit of cumin, just a little bit. I like to put paprika in mine. I like to add a little bit of cayenne, just un poquito para cayenne. I like to add garlic powder, and I'm going to add rocate también. So I just like to, see, this is real homemade cooking, you see? And then on top of that, I add a little bit of garlic paste. So let's have a story time, guys. As we have the meat cooking already, getting all minced up and nice and beautiful. I'm not finished. So I used to love when my mom would make this. She'll have me at the table. Actually, I'm lying. Well, no. At this time, yeah. Well, what my memory right now is, one time my mother was making empanadas, right? She will always make empanadas and arroz con gandules, and you're gonna learn how to make arroz con gandules with me later on in the month. But when she would make it, it would be so delightful because she would always add American single slices of cheese, right? So for me, I like shredded cheese because I like to shred the cheese myself. So we have about 4 cups of shredded cheese that we're gonna put there. But as you can see, we're gonna give you some more footage and we're gonna get you a close-up. But the story goes that, you know, I used to help her chop up the onions, chop up the peppers that were going into the meat. It'd be so delicious, and she will season it up and everything. Just a quick tip, because, you know, I'm going to give tips on my show. Just a quick tip. Do never, ever, yes, I said it. Do never, ever taste raw meat, people. It is disgusting. Look at the tips right there. Really? Why would you? Why? Health reasons. Biohazard. Do you guys really want salmonella poisoning? Come on. Think about it. Let's be smarter than a 5th grader. But the story goes, let me just hurry up and say it before I keep rambling. The story goes, you know, she used to cook these empanadas, we'll eat them, but in the process of her cooking them, I'm eating them already, like munching on them. And she's like, Brenden, stop! Vete pa la fucking cama! And she'll be like, go to your room. And I'll be like, oh my God. So I'll go to my room and still take my fat ass one to the room too. I always loved the one. She would make meat and cheese, or just meat, or just queso. Blanco queso. Queso blanco. Mira. Good. Bueno. Que rico. So guys, we took out the meat, we drained the oil, we put some olives in it. That is something that my mother always did, was put olives in it. This is the way she would do it. And then she would place the meat back in there, just like this. Wow. Right? And then, this is when we bring the carne asada. Okay, down. So now we're ready to assemble. Now we have the dust. We have the meat. We have 2 types of cheeses. We have Kobe Jack, and we have 3 triple cheddar. I want to try something different, so I got these puff pastry sheets. We're going to make them into puff pastries, so why not? Well, let's get to start assembling it. It is a voiceover. I know it's a voiceover. I'm doing the voiceover. Duh, I'm editing it. Anywho, so this is the meat, and I'm supposed to be telling you guys a story, but it is what it is. So this is the meat. And I forgot to tell you, we have a fork, and like I told you, I like to use lots of cheese, so we're definitely going to be putting lots of cheese. It's called a cheesy beef. Tú no sabes eso. Duh. This is so funny doing this voiceover right now because I'm literally listening to myself speak on the video as I'm trying to actually mimic what I'm telling you. But anywho, so as you see, I am filling these things up because I want them to be full. I don't want to be eating pastry. I want to be eating, or a dough. I want to be eating the actual empanada. Empanada con queso con carne. Carne being beef. So let's get it right. Anywho, my mom used to make these, and this used to be my favorite part. Just puncturing and making the little indents into the empanada. Some people call these pastelillos, some people call them empanadas, some people call them beef patties. Every culture, every island, every place has a different type of thing. But I'm going to show you one more, and I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy. Pack them up. You see, I like them fat. People make them more skinny, and I like meat. Bingo. Roll it over. Now that was a soulful plate. Remember, you don't need fancy ingredients or a big kitchen to eat good. Just a little creativity, some love, and the courage to care for yourself and your people. Food is healing, food is power, food is protection. And every time we choose wellness, well, we're rewriting our story. I'm Brenden Ortiz. Thank you for sharing this table with me. Until next time, keep cooking, keep loving, and keep living fully. Flavor first.